Right, coffee. Let's go for a walk and a talk. Right, Welsh prepper meet. Took me, about 80 quid's worth of diesel. 3.5 hours to get there. 4.5, about 4 hours to get back. Okay, don't mind doing it. Planned for it. And I live in Cambridgeshire. The whole idea of the prepper movement, set up by Roach initially, then Darren, aka Funky Prepper, was a good idea because the Americans are way ahead of us in the prepping movement, and it inevitably is going to follow on into this country. It's a big movement, it's something which people are interested in, and rightly so. But we held from 2013 till a couple of years ago at Church Farm Ardley, which is yet again set up by Darren. Really appreciated it. It brought a whole community together. My friends who I'm here with today and a lot of others were met through YouTube, prepping, survival and so on and so forth. So take back a few months, Midland survival group, Pioneers Preppers and all that sort of stuff was set up not to compete but to work alongside the work that Darren's done. Which brings me on to the next thing. The community. The community is not owned by Darren. Okay? It's not. He might have copyrights on Funky Prepper and all that, but after that weekend just gone at Wales, I don't class myself as a prepper. I class myself as a survivalist and a bushcrafter, and somebody who thinks ahead, because that's part of life. We attended that meet. We promoted Darren's meet. We've promoted other meets which have set up in the last few months in Scotland, and there's going to be another one in Wales, and I think there's also down in Cornwall. But let me swap arms. But what's got me was a few of the lads in our group, and it's not an exclusive group, that's why it's open on Facebook. Right, I've gone down to do talks on various subjects at the Welsh Prepper meet, the one organised by Darren. But I was supposed to have done some navigation, but couldn't do it because of the fella had an injury, so couldn't do it. But anyway, I would have gladly took other people out as well if they wanted to do it. It's about promoting a community throughout the UK, not to make people think that we're all nutcases who sit there wearing tinfoil hats, which a lot of people think the prepping movement is. It's about sharing skills and knowledge to everybody. So why was we blanked? There's been a lot of backstabbing and bitching and all that gone on lately, so to the point where we were blanked by Darren, and I've heard since that there was a lot of backstabbing when we'd left. I stepped out of my tent and out into the open as he come walking down, because I thought he'd come and say hello. Did he fuck? Didn't do nothing. So if he hasn't got the fucking balls to either tell me what he's pissed off about or come up to me and fucking bury the hatchet, then so be it. But what I'm not going to do is sit back and destroy the prepper community or the outdoor community, survivalist community, whatever you want to call it, because it's about creating that throughout the country. I will still promote his meets when he does them, because it's about the whole community. I just had to get that off my chest because it's wound me up, the fact that there's so much fucking bitching and backstabbing going on that nobody's got the balls to say anything to my face or to the others that were blanked. There was a lot of tinfoil hat wearing people turn up to that meet, and they too, even them ones, not everybody gets on with everybody, not everybody agrees with everybody's political views or their views on the government and so on and so forth. It's not about that. Our group, we leave all that stuff out of it. It's about skills and knowledge and spreading that on. But even they come up to me and said, he's the host, why has he not come and spoke to us? We invited everybody under the parachute every night for a drink and a chat It did get a little bit silly with some of the views, but it was welcome to all. There is no clickiness. It's just that some of us have met through this sort of thing a long time ago, so we're quite close now. We know each other very well. So let's stop all the bitching and the whinging and the moaning, he said, she said, and build on this community. Okay? If I get flack for this, who gives a shit? I've got thick skin. Right? I've got to that age where I don't give a fuck no more. I'm honest and I'm decent. So, yeah. Pioneers Preppers. I went for the night and the day last year, or the last one I should say, which was this year, in the summer, because I had other commitments, so I couldn't. And sitting around talking to them, they sorted the date out there and then for the next meet, so it weren't done to tread on anybody's toes. Yeah, well, I had all these thoughts coming down here, the hour drive to get here, sort of thing. Just the other side of there is a World War II, or the site of a World War II prisoner of war camp, and there's a water tower there, which has been done up and turned into a residence. And I think it's sold for £6 million. £6 million for this bloody tower. But yeah, yeah, where do we go from here? Well, you can either carry on behind your keyboard, talking the talk, picking sides. It's not about picking sides. The only side you'll be picking is your own and your family's, or forgetting about it, moving on and coming together. The meet in Scotland, I hear, is almost sold out. I'd love to go, but it's just I can't afford to, and I can't get the time because of other commitments, like with as an instructor, like with cadets and work. I don't know whether I'm going to be at the Pioneers Prepper, even though it's local to me, because of commitments. But if I can pop down for a few hours, if I can't stay, then I will. But please, people, pull together as a community. If you don't know someone and you're there, just come over and talk. Just come over and talk. Get involved. We've all got to step out of our comfort zone now and again. If you want to be a prepper and, you know, survive the fucking zombie apocalypse, you've got to, you know, stand up. We had a lot of females turn up. This sounds really weird saying it, but we had some females turn up, which I thought was absolutely brilliant, because a lot of talk on the internet was, oh, we're frightened too, it's all, you know, testosterone. No, everybody's welcome. I had a woman next to me and I had a nice chat with her. Might not have agreed with what she was talking about, some of the stuff she's talking about, but it was nice to meet her, nice to see people getting out in this environment and doing it. We had horrendous weather, but it was easy to deal with. We're supposed to be preppers, aren't we? We had good drinks, good chat, good banter. It was nice to see old faces I ain't seen for a long time and reconnect. And nice to see Jim, Roger, Wales Sly, Scott from Wessex Blades, all do their demos. I didn't go and sit in with every demo. I was a bit hungover for Saturday. But it was good to see them do their stuff. Oh, and Chris, sorry, I forgot Chris. Chris, you need to get on some sort of social media, mate. I'm supposed to keep in touch with you. Yeah. What a glorious day. I had to get this little rant out of the way, but other than that, it was a good meet. I personally won't be going back to it because of the attitude of some. So I'm not going to go where I'm not welcome. Obviously trod on someone's toes, but hey ho, life's a bitch, get over it. Right, oh, the sun's out. Step out, and this is a really ancient forest in Essex. Look at that, glorious weather. It's like nearly 100-mile round trip for me to get down here, to come down and see the boys. But I ain't seen them in a while, so it was good to catch up with them. But yeah, this is a permission we're allowed to have, or use I should say. So yeah, I've got it off my chest now. let's not fucking get in the comments and start dragging it on. What's said. Let's learn from it and move on. Ciao for now.